Hello out there, everybody. Doing another quick vid tonight because somebody had asked me to show if I had any DVDs that had lenticular covers. After going through all my stuff, because I don't really, it's not a big deal to me if they do or don't. I guess there are some collectors out there that think they're pretty cool, and there's nothing wrong with them. I have a problem with them. Just not something that I go, ooh, I gotta have that because it's got a lenticular cover. I'm more of a, when it comes to DVDs and stuff, I really care less what the case looks like, and I'm more interested in what features are on the DVD. I mean, if it's got nothing but a trailer on it and a lenticular cover, I could care less. It's just not something I'm into. But I do have a couple. I have two actually. But since that would be a pretty short vid, I also decided to include the steel case editions that I have, and also a bonus one at the bottom of the stack to show you guys to see if anybody's got this one, or if you like it, or if it's one of your favorite movies, you might like the edition. But here we go, we'll get started. Alrighty, the first one I have is Return of the Living Dead. It's actually not even a lenticular cover. It's a plastic lenticular slide thing that came with it, and I just slid it down in between the clear plastic of the DVD case. But if you turn it from side to side, it looks like a arm coming out of the ground in a graveyard behind it. It's a really cool cover. I really enjoy the cover. It's just that's not really the reason I bought it. I bought it because it was fairly cheap last year around Halloween, and this is the nice collector's edition with plenty of special features and stuff. You can see there's a lot of stuff extra on here. It's pretty cool. But there's that one. And the next one I have is the 2-disc special edition of Saw 2. If you move it around, you can see the key appear in the sorry if I'm getting glare on there. You can see the key appear and reappear in the eye of the skull. I think the letters move a little bit. Yeah, they move around some, but not much. It's kind of a lame one actually, but I like the cover. I like the art and the design on it and how the key appears and reappears, but that's about it on that one. Alrighty. Next thing in the stack would be the basically this is kind of the bare bones edition of I Am Legend. I'll keep this one, but I am kind of on the lookout for the big box set version, because I think it comes with a lot of extra special features that aren't on this one, because this one doesn't really have anything, to be honest. It's got 2 discs. It's both versions of the movie. I'll open it up real quick. Yeah, it's got both discs in there, and then it's got like a little sleeve, and I think it was a digital copy edition as well, which I don't really worry about those too much. I wouldn't use them for anything. It does have a really cool back to it, though. It's got like the seal of the city of New York talking about the evacuation and all that good stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. Neat way to do that. But I like that one. The next one is Tony Scott's amazing film, one of my favorite Denzel performances, Man on Fire. This one I wanted for the longest time because, as far as I know, this is the only way you can get the 2-disc edition. The other edition doesn't have anything on it. And this is a nice 2-disc steel case edition, as you can see there. Let it focus up. It's got a nice little documentary, some deleted scenes, a few extra things. I think has commentary with Tony Scott and some the actors, producers, stuff like that. But what's in there when you open her up? Yeah, it's got I forgot about that. It's got a nice little booklet there with it. Talks about the movie a little bit. It's got an article in there. And both discs to the movie. Alrighty. The next one is the nice RoboCop Special Edition. You know, I've seen this cheap a few times on Blu-ray with this cover, but the Blu-ray's kind of on some failure because Blu-ray doesn't have anything on it. And this has both editions of the movie. It's the 20th Anniversary Collector's Edition. It has both versions of the movie, and it's got commentary, you know, some making of stuff, featurettes, a lot of nice extra stuff on there. And you know, none of this is on the Blu-ray, so it's kind of lame. But you know, I guess that's the way they do you these days. But let's see if I can get this one open. I think this one's, I'm gonna lose it there. Yeah, this one's got a Nice little booklet with it too, I do believe. It's got yeah, it's got some stuff written in there for it, so pretty nice. Next one is one of my favorite directors. I love this director. It's Takashi Miike, and this is such a neat film if you haven't seen it. It's called Sukiyaki Western Django. I'm thinking of maybe watching it sometime soon for my 30 Westerns in 30 days. I'm not sure. It may make the list, and if it does, then I'll definitely review it for you guys. But this is a really neat movie. Quentin Tarantino has a cool cameo in it, and 2 different parts, and it's really interesting because this is one of the first films. It's hard to explain what I mean by it, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. This is one of the first Japanese films, or any film that I've seen subtitled, that instead of the actors just going ahead and speaking their native language, which for this film it would be Japanese, they spoke English instead. And throughout the entire movie, they're actually speaking English phonetically. They don't know English. None of the actors speak English, but they learned the script in English and spoke the script in English, and then went back and dubbed their own voices in Japanese for the Japanese version. So the Japanese viewers had to listen to the actors dubbing their voices while speaking English. So it's kind of interesting. Nothing really on the back cover, just some cool artwork, and I don't think there's really a whole lot of special features on this film. It's just a single disc, and I think it has a few extra things on there. Nothing real big deal. But I love the case, and Takashi Miike is an amazing filmmaker. If you don't know who he is, check him out. Probably my favorite Steelbook edition I have is this right here, the Versus, Ultimate Versus Steelbook edition. If you don't know anything about this film and you're interested in hearing about it, then let me know and I'll try to do a review for it. Because this is one of the most amazing films I've ever seen. It is such a mishmash of different genres and different things going on in it. And the movie, from what I remember on the special features, it said this film only cost about $65,000 to make. Now the Ultimate version, after it made money and the director became famous, he went back and added scenes and reshot scenes for it, and just to make it even better. But it's got all kinds of extra stuff with it, like if you can see there. It's got tons of making ofs, tons of deleted scenes and extra things, trailers, all kinds of stuff. And I love this case. This case is so cool. And it's got 3 discs and a booklet in there. I don't like how they put the booklet in there because, as you can see, it's kind of crumpled up. But I'm not trying to sell this. It's mine. It's never going anywhere, so I'm not real worried about it. But the booklet has some nice liner notes and stuff. The last thing I decided to show in this collection, I just saw it in my collector's editions, and decided, hell, I'll show this one too. But it's this really cool version of Total Recall. This is one of the reasons it took me so long to buy Total Recall, is because I wanted this version. It's pretty neat. This is just a little cardboard slide case here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually a little face there, and it's kind of bubbled up. And I guess the case is meant to look like Mars, I guess. And this is one thing. This thing is always hard to open. Let me see if I can open it with one hand. It's always so hard to open up. Sorry I'm taking so long here, guys. This thing's hard to open. Hold on a second. Well, I give up. Sorry for wasting your time there. Maybe I'll do a review for the movie sometime and I'll open it up. It's got a nice little round booklet in there. It's got a sponge in there to keep the disc on so that the disc doesn't get tore up. It slides in this little cardboard thing. It's a special limited edition DVD. I don't know how limited it is, but and it's your, I don't think there's anything really different about this edition than there is any other edition. These are all the special features on there and stuff. And it's just got a cool little case to it, but I always liked it. I remember seeing it, thought it was cool, so I waited until I could find a copy of it like this so I could have it in my collection. But there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.